Salut tout le monde, aujourd'hui je suis avec André Galvão ici en région parisienne pour un stage exclusif. Thank you very much André for this interview and this seminar here in France.
All right, no problem, it's my pleasure, you know.
So André, we heard good news a few days ago. You will be fighting at the Metamoris 4 against Chael Sonnen. Are you excited about this fight?
Yes, for sure. I'm very excited. You know, I want to go there and do my work. You know, I know Chael Sonnen is a really tough opponent. As soon as I finish my trip here in Europe, I'll be back in San Diego, train with my students, and you know, I'll be ready. You know, I know he'll be ready too, so it'll be a great fight.
Chael Sonnen, during his MMA career, he has 14 losses, and he lost 7 times by submission. Do you think you will end the fight with a submission?
Yeah, you know, the MMA is different than Jiu-Jitsu with no gi, you know, different than grappling. Chael Sonnen is a great wrestler. He's like second place at the world in wrestling. And he's a tough opponent, you know, he's really strong, he's heavier, he's big, you know. For me, like, of course, like, with those fights, we can see a couple mistakes there, but you know, in the last couple of fights, he ended up on submission. He submits some good guys like Shogun, you know, in the guillotine. So I believe like he like developed a lot, you know, like he's working hard on his ground game, and I gotta be ready for that, you know. So I respect him as an opponent, as a person, and I'll go there and do my best. So for me, this like doesn't mean nothing, you know. It just means like I need to work hard.
What are your thoughts about his medical suspension and the UFC?
That's a problem between him and the UFC, you know. I don't know, like, for what kind of drug he was failed, but you know, like, this is between him and the UFC. Now I'll fight the Metamoris against him, and let's do it.
A lot of people were disappointed between the fight between Brendan Schaubs and Cyborg at Metamoris 2. Do you think it's a good thing, this kind of matchups for the Metamoris, to do fights between grappling and BJJ specialists and MMA fighters?
Yeah, like, you know, each fight is different. You know, that fight between Cyborg and
Brendan
Schaub, yeah, like it was one fight, you know, like each fight works different, you know. I don't know, like how Chael Sonnen is gonna fight with me, you know, but for sure I'll be fighting, like looking for the victory, and to win I gotta go to the submission, you know. And if you wanna win, he gonna try to go to the submission as well, you know. And I believe like you gotta like adapt yourself to fight those type of tournaments and be ready for those how can I say those strategies from your opponents, you know. So is everything about like preparation.
You have already fought 2 times at the Metamoris. The first time was with Ryan Gracie at the Metamoris 1. Yeah. The second time was victory over Rafael Lovato.
Yes.
And maybe this time you'll have this submission. Do you like this kind of competition, submission only tournament like the Metamoris?
Yeah, I like it. You know, like Metamoris is a pretty cool event. You know, I believe like it's a great event. It's big for the sport. You know, now they're mixing with the MMA fighters. I believe we're gonna reach more publicity for Jiu-Jitsu, you know. And of course, Jiu-Jitsu helps the MMA in the beginning, and now the MMA is helping Jiu-Jitsu. I believe like this is like what Jiu-Jitsu deserves, and I believe like a lot of MMA fans which doesn't know me, they start to know me because I'll be fighting against Chael Sonnen, and he's a pretty famous guy in the MMA. Not just him, but Josh Barnett will be in the event as well, and other people like that, you know, with this caliber. So it will be great for Jiu-Jitsu, you know. And I think I like when the rules has like a decision, because the Metamoris is the UFC of Jiu-Jitsu, it's the MMA of Jiu-Jitsu. Like, you know, if you don't, like in MMA, if you don't have the knockout, you have the decision, you know. Could it be draw, could it be split decision, or could it be like victory by submission or by knockout, you know. So I believe in this event should have something like that, because if you do that, like you make both fighters like work, you know. And when you put like just a draw or submission, and sometimes like depends like who you fighting, it's good to have a draw, you know. So I believe that's the only thing. I believe like when someone go step on the cage or step on the mat or step to fight, you know, in the arena, I believe like there has just one winner, you know. And and that's my opinion, you know. But other than that, it's a great event. It's a beautiful event, you know, classic. The last event the fight between Royal Gracie and Eddie Bravo was phenomenal. I was there. It was amazing to see like those guys fighting. You know, they made the event. So, and hopefully like me and Chael Sonnen will be a great fight as well, and the other guys too, like Dean Lister and Josh Barnett. It'll be a great event. I believe so.
For sure. Do you plan to do another fight in MMA, or your MMA career is over?
Yeah, like I was planning all the time to be back in MMA. I really love MMA, but I'm training too much Jiu-Jitsu. I'm teaching Jiu-Jitsu. I have students, you know. I have my team, and this consumes a lot of my energy, you know. And it's hard to start MMA. I need to start from the beginning again, and I need to like train, just focus 100% MMA. And right now, I don't have a time for that, you know. And I need to help like my school. I need to help my students. I need to help my team, you know, Ato Jiu-Jitsu. And for now, I just will be fighting, competing Jiu-Jitsu, teach seminars, teach class, just in Jiu-Jitsu.
You are a big champion. You had great results at the Pans with your 2 gold medals.
Yeah.
You'll be fighting at ADCC next year against Cyborg. That's right?
Yeah. Now the next fight at ADCC will be me and Cyborg, the super fight. Will be a great fight too, because I know Cyborg is a really tough opponent. You know, he's a current absolute champion for ADCC, and he'll be in Brazil. You know, the fight will be in Amazonas, Manaus. And I believe like it will be like a great fight, and I'll be ready for that too. I'll train really hard, because Cyborg is a really tough opponent, and I gotta be ready for his attacks.
Are you following the World Cup in Brazil right now?
Yeah, I am. Brazil is doing good, you know, and I'm pretty sure Brazil goes to the final. I hope win, you know. And the toughest opponents there in the World Cup is Argentina, I believe. Like Messi is unbelievable, and also Netherlands is doing really good, but I know Spain and Italy is out, so it's good.
And there is France too, who has good results.
And we have Neymar.
Thank you very much, André, for this interview. Wish you the best for all your next fight, and with this fight at Metamoris. And thank you for coming here in France.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Thank you, guys. Bye bye.